Hi, Internet.
What's up, nerds?
Hello.
We are live with what proves to be the finale of Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. For those of you who are unaware, this is the new starter set that still is not yet available outside of Target stores.
Can't even get it if you want it.
Until, I think, Monday? The 3rd of October, whenever that is. Monday or Tuesday of next week. Monday.
Or Tuesday.
It's a day.
It is early next week is when it will be available outside of just Target stores. You'll be able to get it at places like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your friendly local game store, things of that nature. So, but the good news is, if you are watching this after the fact, look, the whole campaign is here. So, because, and I do think, which is unfortunate, it is only a level 1 to 3 campaign. Designed for bringing new people into Dungeons and Dragons. Has some updated things, but I also feel like it is, my personal opinion, poorly designed as an intro mission, because it is very sandboxy, and it is also very limited in scope. Everyone's trapped on an island, right? I mean, you can't really go anywhere. You can't, like, go to a bar. There isn't even a bar.
We have so much coins jingling in our pockets.
With nothing to spend it on, yeah. And
before we shit on it too hard, let's finish it and then shit on it.
Good plan.
I suppose a reason.
Keep watching us, please.
But anyway, we find ourselves in the Clifftop Observatory, which is the sort of remaining locale that the party was yet to visit. They learned a little bit of the history of Stormwreck Isle and the sort of little outpost of Dragon's Rest. And in a very quick summation, this place is basically a beacon to dragons. They are drawn here from an ancient conflict between chromatic and metallic dragons. Supposedly, a chromatic dragon has been trapped beneath the island, and as such has basically been this just chaotic dragon-based energy is drawn here. Several hundred, dozen decades, however long ago, the Runara, the sort of elder of the island, who is also revealed to be a dragon herself, defeated a blue dragon here on this island, and now a offspring and descendant of that blue dragon, Sparkrender, has taken residence in the Clifftop Observatory, and is planning to use the incoming comet energy, the King Killer Star, to harness, at least in his opinion, all of the draconic energies here in a ritual involving multiple statues to basically give him all sorts of crazy, powerful magics to do with what he will. The party has since entered into his kind of chambers, which is the observatory tower proper, where he was sleeping, but was very quickly awakened by his 2 kobold allies saying that the party would like to meet the boss. After a sort of tense conversation was thrown back and forth, it became very apparent that he was not picking up what the party was putting down, and as such has led to a conflict in which his ozone is filling the air and his mouth is filling with his lightning breath, as we will start this combat off by rolling for initiative. So everyone, please go ahead and do that.
Don't mess us up. Oh, that's not. What I just said.
12.
Okay, 12 from Brian.
7.
16.
15.
Oh, wow, all right. Okay, and then I got a dragon buddy here. He does not have a unique stat block, so
How generic.
quite generic. And then we have our kobolds, which were winged kobolds. The dragon is a jellyfish.
Cool.
Wow.
Cool.
He
Cool.
sucks.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Cool. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Well, he has a 0 to his dexterity,
Oh.
as most dragons do. So, I'm going to give him an advantage on initiative because he's angry. Doesn't matter. He's the exact same roll, so he stays right where he is. Okay, so Twiggy,
Mm-hmm.
it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay.
You have your 2 kobold, I'll call them allies, but at this point they are not.
No.
Behind you, or kind of next to you as you guys have come in, and then in front of you is this blue dragon.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
How dexterous do we think these people are?
The dragon, not at all. I just said that.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
And the kobolds, kinda.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. They have a higher dexterity score.
See, kinda.
They have one, so, that puts them in a...
Actually,
better than nothing.
One.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on...
Counterspell. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You're fine.
He can counterspell. We have a lot more problems.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Okay. Tony will just kick him to death.
Yeah. Don't need no counters for
Counter
that.
this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark, I guess the dragon.
Cool.
Sure.
Love
And I'm gonna try to attack him.
Love it.
Ugh. I'm gonna guess a 16 doesn't hit him.
It does not hit.
Yeah.
Our
Okay.
bolt flies wide.
I don't think I really do anything else. So then, my spider. My spider's gonna try to get one of the kobolds.
Your spider cannot attack because you used your bonus action. to cast
Oh, you're
Hunter's
right. I
Mark.
did. I totally did.
So,
Okay. So then,
your spider can take the dodge action though for free.
yeah, he's gonna take dodge action.
You can move him. He can move.
Yeah, I'm gonna scuttle my way to try to. Can I try to hide by?
You can definitely get behind those dragon statues. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna try to hide.
They're
behind
not dragon statues on the map, which is probably why I should have made it slightly bigger to give you a little more space. But it actually is pretty tight in the map. The whole thing is only 25 feet across.
Is there a roof or are we?
It is.
How high?
It does have a roof in the center, which I didn't have room for. I believe. Well, I'll read you the description again of the room. How about that?
Yeah.
Rays of light dance across the remains of this tower's stained glass dome, marking iridescent colors shimmer across the curved marble walls. Gilded lines and jeweled inlays from a detailed star map spanning the dusty floor. 4 alabaster statues of scholars stand around the perimeter of the room, their expressions worn with time. Actually, I didn't do too bad for scholars there. Each 10-foot-tall statue is pointing or gesturing in a different direction. Curled in the northeastern corner of the tower is a lithe blue dragon.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna.
yes, there is a stained glass dome atop
Okay.
it.
Then I'm going to hop onto my spider.
Sure.
And can I have it with me on it climb a little bit? So it'll be kind of over here.
Yes, it will provoke an attack of opportunity from the kobolds. Because I've actually said that I put them on the map behind you, but they introduced you. They walked in ahead of you.
So they should be in front of
They should be in front
Okay,
of you.
cool.
Oh. Do you want me
So
to
you can put them in
move
front of you, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's my bad. Because I realized they weren't smart enough to stand behind you. They were like, hey!
Hey,
That
bro!
would have been a good idea, but okay.
Sucks for them.
It would have been the best move, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not thinking ahead.
So they're right in front of us.
They basically, well, I mean, and I can't remember the exact marching order, but I assumed that it was you and Tony that were in the front line walking into this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tony's
Tony's definitely
always
in the front line.
Well,
And-
it's
yeah, but
wide
that's
enough
probably
that-
followed by me. Okay.
It's wide enough the entrance that 2 people can come in simultaneously.
What dog is this? Oh, that's yours.
That's my battle
That's your
steed.
guy. Okay. Then.
That's Boo Catley.
All right. So I'm just arranging it so my spider's by me. Cool.
Well, if you're on your spider, take you off for the room.
Yeah.
I tried. Okay, so just no, I'm there. Cool. Then I won't do that, and I'll stay where I am because I don't want an attack of opportunity.
Okay, fair. Tony,
Okay.
you have these 2 kobolds, which are basically next to you or in front of you, and then a dragon across the room. Although really it's only 25 feet away. So the room
Sony is pissed. He's going into a rage.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, let's go, you big ugly lizard. And he's gonna
close the distance.
run up and
He'll still be in the donut with the kobolds.
Yeah.
So you just push past the two of them like, I ain't messing with you.
No
Yes.
small
You're
fry.
not
He's gonna
worth
give
my
the
time.
dragon a little sweet chin music.
Hell yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Wait, when you say that, are you like kicking him? Like
Yeah,
you,
like
okay,
in
cool. You're giving him
Yup,
the
in the jaw.
hell yeah.
Being shut that big ugly dragon maw of yours.
some HBK action up in here.
Oof, that is only a 9.
The dragon just takes it on the chin and just smiles as the lightning arc around its
Oh, God.
mouth and its horns.
Oh man, that's bad. He just took it on the chin. It's Tony.
Brooke.
It's okay. It's
Check.
okay.
Can I
It's
still get my
okay.
frenzy attack?
Let's see
as a
what I get.
bonus?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What is?
if
Yes.
If you
You what does that do? I don't know.
Just says if you take a melee weapon bonus attack as a bonus action.
But you use your bonus action to rage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so next
Next
that
one.
makes sense.
Next.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
Brooke.
Alright. I'm gonna chug that potion of lightning resistance because that seems
Smart.
like a good idea.
That sounds like a great
Oh,
idea.
It's a great first step.
Yeah. Does that count as like an action or bonus action?
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay, so then I'm going to, as my action, cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
So now I have a 16 armor, and I'm gonna go back here.
Smart move. All right, great.
Dope.
Defensive
you
opening,
guys got this.
Not a bad start for the warlock. At most.
All right. I am on Boo Catley at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I am going to Atmos kind of loses it now that he sees like Brooke is outside and everyone's missing. I'm gonna close in on the kobolds and I'm gonna use my bonus action to command Boo Catley to attack one, and I'm gonna attack the other.
Okay.
So the metal die is going to be my Iron Defender, and the regular one is me. I'm using my Wrench of Variable Size.
Sure.
Whoa! We're not doing
I'm
good.
not doing great, guys.
Well, that's a 16 for me.
Oh, that hits. The kobold.
Yes.
Oh, the kobold.
Yes.
He's not wearing armor.
Yes. And
Kill that
I
kobold.
think it's going to be an 8 for. Oh no! Oh yeah, that's an 8.
That will still miss.
That will. Okay, so I deal. Oh, it's a mace, so it's 6. Is it? What is my plus? Give me enough plus. Plus 5, 4. So a 5 damage.
All right, the kobolds are still alive.
Shoot, this is what I was counting on not happening.
All right.
But
Well,
I still have my movement.
okay.
I am going to provoke those attacks of opportunity, and me and my boy.
So you're riding the.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. They're gonna attack you
Yeah.
with pack tactics.
Yeah, I'm like in hindsight, ooh, I should have moved so we're not all on a line.
Yeah, I'm getting behind that thing, so I.
Here we
don't-
go. There's a nat 20
Yeah,
for the
it's
first
okay.
go. Here we go. So you'll get shanked with the dagger from kobold number 1
Ow!
for only 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay, cool.
Second one will attack you with pack tactics with only a 14, which
That's
I
a miss.
assume misses. So there you go.
Cool. So I'm gonna do my best to hide behind that pillar and take cover.
Okay, you do that. Now it is their turn.
Is-
They will attack you because you're
Yeah,
the
that's
only one that's nearby with pack tactics.
That's reasonable.
16, 21
It's
for 7 points of piercing damage. And then a second kobold attack for a natural 20
I should have done something different. Silly shot.
for 11 points of piercing damage. That is their turn.
great. Love this.
Dragon. And he just kind of surveys all of you.
Monarch of all he surveys. So
And he, let's see, he will pivot his angle, and he will launch a breath weapon that will go for Tony and looks like Twiggy and the spider. Because I think he can't hit anybody else because you're off to the side. When at that angle, it's only 5 feet wide, 30 feet long. So
All right.
he's going to go that way.
Cool.
And it will not be able to get Brooke.
Love being outside.
She's outside. So, Tony, Spider, and Twiggy, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please. I believe the spider is resistant. So,
Yes.
That's nice.
Oh,
Oh, 21.
25.
25.
Good
Spider?
start. Good start.
Spider. You don't have to roll. I can just make it fail. if you
No,
want.
no.
You sure?
This is fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
all right.
Fine. That is. There. Does it have?
No, it wouldn't have proficiency. Oh, it has
Does it have
proficiency in
with
what
the,
you
what
have
I have proficiency in, right?
It has.
For saving throws, I think
I
that's...
think.
Yeah, so you would add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. So if that's the case, then dirty 20 for my spider.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so even if you didn't have that, it would have been an 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So everybody succeeds on your saving throw here. So you will all instead take 14 points of lightning damage.
And then my spider halves it again.
Correct.
Oof. Don't love that.
You said 14?
I did.
That was half?
That was the half. Yeah.
Oh boy.
How you doing, champ?
I'm doing okay. Oh wait, I did the wrong way. I healed
Somehow
myself.
that healed me.
Somehow it healed me.
Oh my god.
I'm alive.
Well, that's a start.
It's not nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm alive.
Cool. So now, does he move or what goes happening?
Let's see.
What did that like elixir of health, like the super mushroom potion that we got? What'd that do? Is it just like a super
Cured you
healing?
of disease.
Did I
healing.
get healing potions too, though?
Yeah, we have 5. We got 5 healing potions.
Okay.
As a party. So I'm assuming we each have 1, and then someone has an extra.
Fair.
Okay. He. Let's see. You can't really do that. No, you know what? He's not really threatened by you at this point, so he's not moving.
Cool. Love that.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be very intimidated by us either at this point.
All right.
I'm just getting smart.
Cool. So at this point, I would love to give myself. I'm gonna use my. It's bonus action to drink a potion. Yeah, I'm gonna pop my healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
They were just regular healing potions,
They were.
so that's a
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get the kobold in front of me.
Okay.
Get him.
Oh god. 14.
Sorry, hold on, check. That actually does hit.
Oh hell yeah.
These guys don't have.
It's gonna be 9 points of damage.
And what do you do with your bugs now? What do your bugs do?
Oh, my bugs do a thing now! I haven't hit, so it hasn't come up. Okay, so my bugaboos are gonna. It's gonna take an act. Ooh.
If you do that, you can get them out of your way.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or I could be. But then.
Oh, doesn't matter. Either way, it gets you out of the threatened
Yeah.
square.
Yeah. But would that. Okay, so question. One of the things my swarm can do is move me 5 feet horizontally in a direction that I choose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
Would that, if I used that to move me away from the kobold, would that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Does it say?
It doesn't
does
say
not
anything,
provoke
yeah.
attacks of opportunity. So in this instance, it's not a forced movement. This is a voluntary
Sure.
thing that you're choosing
Okay.
to do. So it would provoke. Attacks of
Okay, so then
opportunity.
I'm gonna need this kobold, to make a strength saving throw.
Cool. No, there it is. Nope.
Cool. So as I shoot my bow, and on the bow, the tail of the bow, my ghost bugs swarm behind it, catches him, and then the bugs just like force him off to the side. So this guy is gonna move 15 feet. I'm gonna send him to the dragon's butt, maybe, or out the door. Out the door, there's like a path, right?
There's like the light.
It's not like a ledge. Or
No, it's like
anything.
the light pathway you walked across.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna send him to Brooke. He's yours.
Well,
Hey.
he makes his way out there, and then he collapses down dead.
Oh no.
Woo!
Never
I
mind.
took care of that.
Take
Never
me
mind.
out the
I can
trash.
definitely tell why they're the boss, because like, wow, so efficient.
Cool. And now I'm gonna take me and my spider, and we're gonna scuttle. And we're gonna do and like try to get up on
You're
the
not
wall
in the
out
range
of
of the other guy, are you?
No, I was over here.
Okay. Then, yep, you're good.
Cool. Can I? Oh, yeah. Thank you. So I'm up on the wall.
Alright, Tony's going in with the axe this time at that big ugly dragon.
You faked him out with the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
That
the
was
real
big
attack.
Throw him off guard.
So throw off guard.
So off guard.
That would be a 15.
That will miss.
Yeah.
And he just smiles.
And your bonus action?
Yeah, let's
Are you
let's
gonna enter
try
the
and
frenzy
go
rage?
for the
All right.
bonus attack.
When does that exhaustion kick in? It's after. it's
After the
done?
rage expires.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 23.
That does in fact hit.
Nice. Okay. Finally get somewhere. So. Nice. 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. All right. You crack into the dragon. It looks a little like shocked. Like, oh my god, these guys actually hit me.
Yeah.
What is even happening?
What?
Brooke, it is your
Alright.
turn.
So, first thing Brooke's gonna do is, their head snaps back, and when it comes back forward, they have a face glitch using their, form
Yeah.
of dread.
Nice.
I don't like it, but I appreciate the effectiveness.
I've no
It's all for
idea
you,
what
buddy.
Yeah.
I always like that look on you, boss.
Thanks, Tony. At least someone's got my back.
Mhm.
Extra health. Ooh, that's an extra 7 hit points.
I should have spelled it outside the tower. Just poke it in. Pew pew. Poke back in. Should jake it.
Yeah. Jake it. Jake it.
Can I
don't break
retcon and say that I jaked it?
it. No.
No.
That's
I know.
It wasn't like if you had been like, I'm gonna move here. Okay, I think I'm done. And then you were like, actually, no, I want to do this. Sure. 2 turns
I was
later.
gonna say it's a full round later.
I'm gonna retcon that the dragon actually has its breath weapon back. If that's cool
Good
with you
retcon.
guys.
Good
you know, you good with that?
Sorry.
I'm casting Earthbind on the dragon.
Okay, I think I have to make a saving throw for
Yep,
that.
strength save.
Oh, well, so we're starting with a 3.
What?
No, so he cannot fly. I
Yeah,
assume.
now he is bound to the earth.
Okay.
His
Yes,
fate.
ask if this was a good silvery barbs moment.
And then I am going to get a little closer, but still myself at least in half cover.
I believe is Earthbind a concentration spell? I believe it is.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so you are concentrating on that while
Yeah.
in your spooky form.
Oh, yeah, does my little closet get a move or?
It does. It is a familiar.
Yeah.
So it can do familiar things. Although I believe because it's from Pact of the Chain, it can possibly do some other things. Give me 1 sec. We'll find that out. At the very least, it can move and it can take the help action. At the very least, it can do that. I know it can do some things. Let me see. Book of Ancient Secrets. Where the hell is this thing?
Vigor! I just like saying vigor.
Me too.
First Pact Weapon. Okay, Pact of the Chain. Okay. When you take the attack action, you can forego one of your attacks to allow it to make one with its reaction. So it can't attack, but it can do things like dodge, help, etc. So that's the pretty standard thing would be to have it use the help action to give somebody advantage. But I will also remind you that as a quasit, it does have some unique things that it can do.
Mhm.
So it can't use any of its attack ability. It can't attack, but it can change its shape and it can turn invisible.
All right. It's gonna turn invisible then and scurry.
Okay,
Somewhere.
it is invisible.
Cool.
Atmos.
All right. Atmos is going to shout out, Tony, tie your shoes! And I'm going to cast, by throwing a big glitter bomb, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the dragon, Tony, and the kobold. But Tony gets advantage on this saving throw, so I'm hoping you pull through, bud. I believe in you.
Okay.
Can my invisible closet help in this?
Not on a saving throw.
Okay.
And it depends where your invisible closet is, because it may also need to make a saving throw
Oh,
against
right.
not
No,
being
I-
invisible.
It flew outside.
Okay,
Yeah,
flew outside. I
you
can't
scurried.
see. So.
Okay. 14.
14 passes!
Nice.
Alright, the kobold will fail with
Cool.
7. And the dragon will get a 19.
Ah! Silver barbs, reaction. A reroll.
That is a 22.
God damn it!
But you do get to pick somebody to do a thing.
Yeah, you can pick
Yeah,
someone
I
to
can pick
give
somebody. I'm gonna give it to.
Can't-
What?
Yeah, no. Good move.
You get to
Yeah, I
give
was
it
gonna
to,
give it to Tony. So next time you do a melee attack, you have advantage.
Hell yeah.
or is it
Receive
of your
please.
choice, or is it the next time it makes a saving throw?
Silvery barbs?
Yeah, because I don't remember.
think
It's
it's of his
advantage
choice.
on something, but I don't know if it's of his choice when he uses it, or it's the next thing that he does that requires one. of
The
those rolls.
chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability
Okay,
check,
so
or
it's on the
saving
next
throw it makes
Nice.
within 1 minute.
Okay, so if the dragon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
That
was my action, and then my bonus action, I'm going to command my steel defender. I hop off of it and stay behind the pillar.
Yep, fair.
And I'm going to have it attack the kobold now with advantage.
Alright, that's fine.
That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and he does He's gonna rend. That is 7 points of force damage.
That will kill this kobold.
Ah!
Hey.
Good job, buddy. That was good. That was good. He's dead. Now we'll move on. I need you to go. I need you to help Tony. And then he's gonna use the rest of his movement to just join Tony in the front line. Can you kill that kobold for me?
Hey, how's it going, pup?
Inside the mesh, you see my ghost in the mech suit. Woo!
Still don't like it.
Still unnerving.
Alright, it's the dragon's turn.
That's our white noise. It's just.
We have a recording of it. It helps us go to sleep at night.
Breaking into your apartment and
Murdering
taking
us in our
a...
sleep.
Well, I'm just gonna murder the
Back
tape.
the noise.
button.
Oh, that makes sense.
If you're volunteering.
It is going to. Let's see. How do we want to go about doing this? It's gonna.
Go about doing this.
It's gonna scooch this way.
Oh, he
To-
can scooch.
to
'cause he
get
can't
a-
fly.
That's true. He's gonna breath weapon. Let's see. Yeah, I think we can get. Tony and Atmos because he's
Okay.
much smaller than he is. He is actually medium size.
Oh, so he's the same size as us.
Yeah, he's not much bigger.
Oh.
Oh, he's
It's a tiny one.
small.
Little man.
This is a little guy.
He is still
Oh.
almost.
He is still
he's
defeating
He's
us.
doing okay. He's doing okay. That's all
So
I'm saying.
he will get.
I mean,
he will
I'm
not be
fine.
able to get the stone defend or the steel defender, but he can get Atmos, and you will get half cover. So you have +2 to your dexterity saving throw
Sweet.
to dodge this. So I need dexterity saving throws from both of you. I don't know why I'm rolling a d20. That's a wasted natural 20.
Oh! Nat 20.
All right, sweet.
Okay, now we're talking 22.
All right, sweet. 16 points of lightning damage.
I am resistant, so I take 8 damage.
And Tony will take 16. And that will be his turn. Twig.
Yay! I'm not dead. I'm gonna attack the dragon.
Good move.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do that. Oh, they're so close to a nat 20. 17?
That hits.
Okay. And it's Hunter's Mark, so it's an extra d6, right?
And you can give it another extra d6 from your buggers.
Yeah, my
Oh,
bugaboo.
hang on. I gotta. It's been too long. You technically should have made a concentration check when you got hit with the lightning for your Hunter's Mark.
Oh. Do
It's too late now.
two.
No,
Okay. Okay. Alright, so damage time. Come on. Ooh! Let's go. 21 damage.
Nice!
Hell yeah.
I maxed out both of my d6s.
Hell yeah.
Alright, 21 points of damage. Alright.
Cool. And I'll use my spider is melee attacks, right?
The spider is melee attacks.
Okay. He has a climb speed.
It's just his speed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is. It's climb.
So it's 40. It's because I was going to say, can I... Okay, so I want the spider
Mm-hmm.
to scuttle down
Okay.
enough that I can hop off without it hurting me.
Sure, okay.
Right?
So
Like-
down to 9 feet.
Yeah. So go 9 feet. I'm going to hop off and like try to hide out behind a pillar. And then I'm going to have him scuttle over to attack.
Okay. Scuttle.
Scuttle, scuttle. I'm behind over here. Cool. And spider's going to attack. Um, 16
That will miss.
doesn't do it. Okay. And then, can I use my movement to pop myself out with Brooke? And just be like, hey.
Sure. You only have half of your movement because it's technically half your movement to dismount from your mount.
Oh, okay. So
You can go 12 and a half feet.
I can go 12 and a half feet. So if I'm here, I can go 5, 10, 2.5.
Sure. All right. Tony.
Alright, Tony's gonna quick
It's getting
pop a
hairy in
healing
there.
potion.
Ah, is it?
Bonus action. Got
There's
it.
a little guy.
Oh, and technically your saving throw against the lightning would have had the advantage from silvery barbs.
Alright.
Oh, yes.
Cool. And then he's gonna take his axe in 2 hands and swing for the fences.
Do it.
And he's got advantage, right? Thanks.
That's
to those.
technically was ate up by the saving throw. You could reckless attack. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, fairy fire didn't happen. So you could reckless attack.
Which
But
would be the advantage.
he would then get advantage against you.
Hmm.
But you know, maybe he won't even make it that far.
Sure.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
I like
Yeah.
We're going reckless. Tony's just
Do it.
pissed. He's just throwing caution to the wind, baby.
Not about this.
Okay, nice. That is a good choice. So that's going to be 21.
21 hits.
And there we go. Nice. And Tony's gonna use Fury of the Small. Attack on an extra 3 damage there.
Okay.
And that's going to make it 17.
Nice.
Nice.
That was a solid hit. This dragon is not.
Wait, turn.
Take
Yeah,
that,
Tony!
you bastard.
Just watch it.
Rook.
Tony's doing great. He just hit the dragon like so much.
Can't let you guys have all the fun though. So.
Get in there. Get up.
Well, it's not going in.
Oh no, that'd be insane. Why would you do that?
Set them up for you to knock them down,
Eldritch
boss.
Blast safely from my window.
The 2 range people just
Bye.
All right, let's see what you got.
Look, I'm here to look good, not get dirty. Oh, that's count. Of course, the count looks better. Guessing a 10 isn't gonna hit.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. Bummer. Do anything else on bonus action?
Oh wait, could she have had her
They.
guy give her the help or them the action, the help action?
In theory, if it went in next to the enemy.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
right.
it has to go in. That's right. I always forget that part of it.
Yeah. It has to be in some danger to give you the help action.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
And it also, I don't believe. Still attacks. Technically, in a weird turn of events, as far as I can tell, using the help action doesn't break its invisibility.
Oh, that's cool.
It turns invisible until it attacks or uses scare or until its concentration ends. So in theory, it could do that.
That's fun.
Its movement speed is...
Yeah, get it in there. How close to?
Well, I
the
kind of meant
enemy?
him to be like
It
up
is,
somewhere, not
it
really
is
outside.
40 feet movement.
Okay.
Is he outside?
Because
or
there's like
inside?
nothing really over here, so I kind of meant like him to be.
inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So
Just put him around.
just, he's gonna scoot over here, but he's still like invisible. So yeah. Yeah, we should be able to get like here-ish.
Mhm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where is he?
He's not close enough. He's
Cool,
almost
cool,
there.
cool.
Invisibly.
Just hiding out.
Atmos.
All right.
This is on the next round. Give you
Roll
advantage on your attack.
down these dice. Well, first bonus action. My steel defender is going to attack. Does a nope. That's an 11.
That'll miss.
And then Atmos. I'm gonna stand up awkwardly. And then I'm going to scoot behind this pillar, pop out, dive, shoot off a yes, I'm gonna pew 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 with a chaos bolt as I fall sideways, and then scuttle behind that other statue.
a lot of movement
Okay,
for that
okay,
little guy.
never mind.
I assume it misses based on that reaction.
Yep.
Cool.
I am not rolling well.
It looked pretty cool, at least.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
It did look
it.
good.
It's just like, you try, and then you try again. That's what they say. You try again.
So no. So then it's my.
I guess an 11. Yeah. I rolled the same thing twice. Oh.
Okay.
Cool. We good?
Yeah.
Dragons.
Dragon is turnus. Okay. Wow. This is a fortuitous set of breath weapons.
No, stop it.
He can only make. I mean, he's honestly really hoping for this because he doesn't have much else that he can do.
This is the move.
This is his move.
Okay.
So he's just as smart as this.
So, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, all right. So he's going to scooch. He's going to pivot to go down the line this way. Right, like that.
That way?
Yep, because it'll get Brooke too.
Hey.
Hey.
But he's not leaving my spider's area.
He
Is he?
Might be, depending on the
Depending on where the
positioning.
line is, because these
How
guys
big
are kind of
is
next
how
to
big
each
is
other.
the spider? Spider's medium size?
Yeah.
So
The spider and the dragon are the same size. I think that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll say the spider can get an attack of opportunity if it wants.
Cool. Because I was going to say, he kind of has to swing.
Yeah, he's got
to.
a... No, that's fine. So make your attack of opportunity.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Spido. Come on, Spido. Come on, Spido Flint.
Why do I keep rolling d20s? There's no d20 to roll.
It's fun.
It is fun.
I'm guessing my spider doesn't get advantage of my halfling luckiness.
No, he does not.
Okay, then that's going to be a big old critical fail.
All right. Well, then that's fine. We're going to fire off our breath
We're having a
weapons.
great finale back.
Iron Defender, Tony Brooke.
This is terrible.
Dexterity saving throws, please.
All right. It's going to be a 13 for my steel defender.
That passes.
Cool.
Same thing, 13.
Okay. That also passes. It's so sad.
Oh, man.
We are only level 3.
Wondering if I should use my inspiration +1 because I only got a 12 and I want to make sure.
Ooh, that's not a bad.
Yeah.
I'll use it and say I got a 13.
Okay, then you will succeed as well. All right, so everybody succeeds. So you will take this go around 14 points of lightning damage.
Tony is unconscious.
Oh, no.
Tony!
The hero of the story!
The
Tony!
defender takes
No.
14 points, and also Brooke takes 14 points. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, DC 10.
Oh wait, I took the potion. Does that do it?
We'll cut that in half.
Oh,
So that will go
sweet.
down to 7 points. You'll still need to make a Constitution saving throw of a DC 10
Okay.
to keep up your Earthbind.
Yeah, I got that. 13 plus.
Okay, and you are good. So
4.
Earthbind remains. Wait,
Still got 'em.
I'm. Would it be 5 to get in or 5 to go over and then I'd have to go in?
it's all the same plane, so it would be
Okay.
just to get in 5. Yeah.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep. You're
I'm
in.
going to cure wounds Tony.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your heal.
So you're going to get. Nice. You get 11 points.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna bonus action have my spider attack.
Okay.
Cinematically, the spider goes first to distract the dragon while I run in to heal.
Sure.
Makes sense.
I like that.
Mechanically, it has to go after you, but that's fair.
Right, well, yeah, but I'm like,
yes,
story-wise.
that's-
In the movie
the way it
version
plays.
of
Yeah.
this
For the
campaign,
flavors.
Let's
When we get our Amazon series.
let's
it's
see.
coming.
Let's see how distracting the spider is.
on, Spidey.
I'm gonna show my 13, does it?
It does not hit.
Okay, so my spider this whole battle is just looking real like clickety-clackety.
There's a lot
Tony.
of flies in here.
Yeah.
And it's like,
You awaken,
Mm.
feeling exhausted.
And I'm just gonna like
Good.
tuck down mine.
You are no longer in a rage.
Go get it.
Nope.
You've gone unconscious. You're on the ground.
Mm.
What would you like to do?
Tony just kind of like springboard himself up
Yeah,
and
sure.
attempt to kick the dragon while
Alright.
Like,
Launching
Attacks,
himself
are,
from the
attacks are
ground.
not at disadvantage at this point with one level of exhaustion. You are also more than welcome to Reckless again if you would like.
Or rage
or
again.
rage again
Or
before
rage
you
again.
attack.
Rage against the
rage
dragon.
Again. Why
Rage
not?
against the
Fair enough.
That's
We're
Rage,
doing it.
bonus action raging. Go ahead and make
Fucking
your
weird.
attack.
Versus rage against the machine.
It's only
Versus
slightly
D&D.
embarrassing.
Only slightly. People hear the music, it's like, oh, rage against the machine. And then you hear the
16.
lyrics, it's like, oh no, never mind.
16 misses.
Ah!
Brooke.
Stupid
We
dragon.
can't get past just the freaking armor class.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna do. Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, fair.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't forget the guy.
So I'm gonna do it with advantage because my little guy's helping me from the shadows.
Okay. So he is right in there.
Whispering insult to that dragon. Whispering insult to the dragon. Visibly.
The dragon says, "Stop that! I can see you."
Fuck
This is AI.
You can't.
But I can't see you.
you,
Stop it.
dragon.
Good thing you didn't move
Okay,
away.
19 plus 7, so like.
That hits.
Yay!
Alright. And the fun
Guy.
thing is, you get now. So that's 4 plus 5. That's 9 damage. But also, since I am in my form of dread, he has to make a wisdom saving throw. And
Well,
if
he
fails,
doesn't, because how would you like to kill this dragon? Just survive the past turn and a half with 3 hit points, because nobody can hit him.
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay. So,
So go ahead, please illustrate.
Brooke comes into the center of the doorway, seeing their only henchman, their loyal friend Tony, downed by this dragon. And they're kind of pissed. So they take their eldritch flames in both hands, bring them together like a gun, and go, "This one's for Tony and the family." And boom, right between the eyes.
The dragon wishes it could have fled, but it was trapped on the ground.
Nice!
So it could not leave.
Brilliant.
It would have left a turn and a half ago, but it could not.
So glad I took that spell.
That
Good
was a
move.
very, in this specific instance against dragons, a very useful spell.
Yeah.
So he didn't get to have any of his dialogue because he would have been, yeah. It's fine. He's
Done.
somewhere elsewhere on the island. Elder Brunara was like, "Oh no, I feel the pain of another dead dragon."
Well, just gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's dead.
You are
the
dead.
kobolds are dead.
Did we establish if the bronze dragon guy was dead?
We have not
You
found
haven't
Yeah,
found him
he's-
yet.
Well,
We
he
just
started
don't-
attacking us when I brought him on. What
Yeah.
were we supposed
Okay,
to do?
cool.
Yeah.
The elder can take
We
it.
was
Uh,
slipping around where this guy didn't like it, so
Yeah.
Fair.
What were we supposed to do? Anyway,
can
I'm
I-
gonna loot this corpse.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, can I start like tearing, like get dragon bits?
Sure,
Can't let a perfectly good dragon.
He's
bite
got a
me.
horde, right?
he does.
just,
It is,
like-
it is small, but it is a horde.
It's still cool.
It
It's not the
is
size that
4,500 copper pieces.
Alright.
It's true. You are level 3, miss. Copper pieces go a long way.
I said alright.
I know, not you.
No, it's
Celine.
me.
2,200 silver pieces. 130 gold pieces. 10 gems, which are 5 of which are pale blue quartz crystals worth 10 gold pieces each. And 5 blue jasper stones worth 50 gold pieces each. A waterproof leather case holds a blue silk fan painted with powdered blue gems worth 25 gold pieces. And a crude flute with a pleasing sound worth as much as you sentimentally wanted to. And an hourglass filled with sparkling sand and a set of 7 candlesticks. They have non-monetary values.
Can I have that hourglass?
Yeah, man.
Sure.
Thanks.
All yours, kid.
I feel like it could be a nice aesthetic piece to this thing, or like maybe I could add some kind of timer for like cooking to a.
I mean, it's
to
an
move Callie?
hourglass, isn't it already a timer?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like install it as a timer in one of my
Take the
other.
flute. I
adventures.
actually learned to play
Okay.
in my younger days.
Oh, boss. That's like a cool part of your story that I didn't actually know.
How does
And
my
then you
next
wouldn't
section
even
go?
Make me a survival check, please. What are you trying? Are you gonna get just whatever you can? I assume?
Yeah, basically,
All the bits?
skins, like scales, eyes, fangs.
Yeah, sure.
Works.
You know,
Yep.
I mean, I have leather workers' tools,
lightning glands. I don't know.
smith's tools,
Oh,
weaver's
okay.
tools, and tinker's tools, and cook's utensils. So I think we
So
could use
what
all
you're
of
saying is we
this.
can make a sweet hand glider out of this dragon.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Yeah, that's not even a problem. I know exactly how to do it. That would be great. Yeah.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Since I have.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking Ted.
Oh, okay.
Since I have the thing for the halfling that I am, where I get additional bonuses to like medicine and herbalism and stuff like that, does that count at all in this kind of a check?
I did say a survival check, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, I'm just wondering if my knowledge
Yeah,
of
it's fine.
nature would help.
It's more knowledge.
Or medicine. It's gonna be an 11.
You.
You guys come out and just see me covered in dragon blood and bits and just
Yeah,
like, guys, I'm
there's
getting some great
entrails.
stuff here.
Bunch of bugs.
Well,
just
whatever
swarming.
the internal entrails that are useful for magic things.
Most of them are splattered upon your body.
Yeah, but I can get bits. Bits still work, right?
Not as well.
Uh,
Not nearly as well, but
Roll me a D4.
4.
Cool. You are able to, without damaging it,
Mhm.
extract 4 teeth, dragon teeth. You rupture all of the internal organs in the
Yes.
process. You are covered in like half digested food and stuff. Like you're pretty gross.
At least
I
it
mean,
don't
it's
smell
not-
no worse.
You're like no, like
That's-
honestly,
you know,
it smells
no.
a little
I need to
better,
be
if you ask
very,
me.
very careful with how I, do this so that I can cut down the middle and again not disrupt that to get to the good bits. And you just, and you're like, I got it, all over you. It's just gross.
Maybe we shouldn't tell the elder about this. part.
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think I feel
You
like
might
a
want
whole
to
thing-
clean yourself up first.
Yeah,
so
we
I'm
have
just
to,
gonna
like-
give a couple brushes off.
Maybe
I
you
start-
have those bugs of yours,
Make a
you know.
necklace out of the
Eat a
teeth.
little bit of that up.
I was gonna.
Oh yeah, decay bugs.
Roll me
Here you go.
another D4.
Ooh, right out. 4.
4 claws as well.
We should probably clean this up before we go look for the other dragon, because he'd probably tattle on us.
Just
Ah,
throw them
yeah,
into
yeah.
the sea.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have my
Good.
Boo Catley just starts like taking bits and just dumping
Boss
them
and
off
I
into
got
the
It's
a
a
lot of
usual-
experience with that.
Nobody has like magic cleaning spells, right?
Some a little more personal
No.
than others.
It's fine.
All
Good.
right.
Well,
So
look at that.
we are going to take a break here as the party has gathered all of the dragon bits. They've gathered all of the horde bits. And when we come back, we will maybe figure out where the bronze dragon, whatever one it is, the one that's missing.
There's bronze.
Bronze
The
dragon.
Because there was
mysterious
another lightning
case
one.
of the
A young
missing
bronze.
bronze
I kept
dragon.
note because I was like, if I have to fight both of these
Well,
dragons.
dang, it looks like we got a groovy mystery on our hands.
Indeed, we do. We will be right back. And we're back. Hi, Internet.
Hello.
In case you are just joining us, excuse me, I'm going to turn off the battle cam because there's no more battle to be had.
Is
At least as far as I know.
The dragon has been disposed of in the most gory way possible.
The dragon is, in fact,
Discretion is advised.
dead. So,
My blood confetti.
you guys have
worse than
pretty much explored. This is the last room that you kind of had not explored, and you did not see this bronze dragon anywhere.
Can we do can I do a perception check in the room? See if I
or
find
investigation
anything.
check.
Yeah, something like that.
Can we all?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, let's look around.
Find.
Can my little guy also look
Roll
around?
perception.
15.
13.
Oh, 22 for perception.
22.
Oh, well, what's Spider Friends like?
15.
Oh, his perception's pretty good. Alright, come on, Spider Friend. Woo! So I don't know how this would work, but
He can't talk to you.
He
so-
can't talk to me, but maybe he could lead us like a dog. Because he got a 20.
I'm gonna say the spider
26?
probably. The spider doesn't count.
Nice!
The closet is intelligent.
It can cast.
Yeah, I
It's
can
cast
I can
like-
talk to him through my brain.
Well, my spider is pretty wise. Just
I'm gonna have him skirt
Yeah,
around.
he is
see if
pretty
I can find
wise.
anything.
Not very charismatic, turns out.
neither of us are.
The closet got it.
Spider.
17.
Alright, as a group sort of overall check here, a couple of things of note. So, you had also, if you recall, had found something in an earlier room. Does anybody remember?
What we
The sort of...
Did I find a notebook?
You did, with a message. Does anybody
Yeah.
remember the message found in the room?
Something about.
Slynn's got the notes.
Yeah.
She's really good at that.
Good. 'Cause
Yeah.
To ye four scholars, point your eyes toward the dragon's light, for it guides your descent into knowledge.
Oh yeah, dragon's light.
Dragon's light.
Right?
And the
So
four
that's-
scholars,
so
and they're all pointing different
Scholars,
directions.
yeah.
Are these the four scholars?
So I'm gonna try and spin one, see if it like easily spins on an axis.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Cool.
Point your eyes
cool.
to the light. Wait, we're in a stained glass dome, right?
You are, yes, sorry.
So turn them out, so they're looking out.
Well, I was gonna
towards the
say,
light.
is there any
Light
dragon
source.
imagery on the stained glass window, the stained glass dome?
Uh,
Oh, yeah, towards the dragon's light.
no, but the arms don't move. So they're not like pointing things up.
Fair.
Statues. But no, it doesn't appear to have a dragon imagery. However, there is, as mentioned earlier, a map of stars, star map on the floor.
Oh, and this was an observatory. Okay.
So what's the dragon's light? Is that a constellation or something? Anybody know any constellations?
Beats
I'm
me.
gonna start looking around on the floor. See
There was
if I
a
can-
library around here, right?
There was a small library, yes. Go ahead and make me an investigation check, Sean.
Guidance.
Oh yeah, thanks. I forgot I had it. 17 plus 6, so that's 24.
Yeah, you will, and looking around, you'll notice that in this star map here, there is a constellation called Dragon of Dawn that you can see amongst the stars that are all here.
Okay, now is that so? That this map is on the floor, right?
Correct.
Is that the constellation of the dragon constellation? Is that somewhere in the room, like on the floor, where I could point all of them?
Yes.
So yeah, I will kind of coordinate with these guys to point them all to that section of the floor.
Okay.
Got it,
Once you
kid.
do that, a semicircular section at the center of the floor begins to glow before it descends down into a staircase leading, a spiral staircase leading down.
Okay, so I feel like this was gonna happen anyway. Like, there's no way that guy was gonna let us turn all these statues and so like we did the thing.
We did. Before we go down there,
Yes. No.
does anybody have any healing?
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling
Nah,
bad.
I chugged my potion already.
Me too, and I used my one spell on you.
that one attack I took just put me back on my usual hit
9
points,
health?
so I'm fine.
Yeah,
Put on my
I'm tough
heal
it
for
out.
broke. Yeah, so that's 1. How many hit points you got, Tony?
11.
11. You're going to get a cure wounds. So that is going to be 12 hit points for you. And I'm going to get a cure wounds.
How many hit points
It's
you
going to
got?
be 30.
Oh, you were the same as me.
Yeah, so I'm at 13 heal. Really? He's gonna heal himself. 10 plus 3 per day. 10 plus 2. 12.
Okay. Go.
That was my musical math.
was
Thank you for attending my performance. Tip your waitresses on the way out. Any waiters, kick them in the dick.
Wow.
In
Okay.
there.
Yep, said it.
Okay.
This Miss Andrew.
I was just gonna say,
So are you
Miss
then?
Andrew.
Now that that's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna mount up. So, I guess, as we usually do, Tony.
Yep, I'll lead the way.
Take the lead. And Boo, we're gonna go third.
Okay.
Does that mean I'm going second?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm just hovering towards the middle. I can go whenever I wanna.
Fair. Stale air, heavy with the smell of old parchment, floods your nostrils. The walls are lined with shelves stuffed full of old tomes and yellowing scrolls. Glass cases toppled over and shattered have strewn their contents across the stone floor. The sound of splintering wood echoes through the space, and a moment later you see an agitated bronze dragon the size of a bear picking himself up from the wreckage of the old desk he apparently crashed into.
Hey, buddy, you doing okay?
He says, no, this sucks.
What exactly sucks? Are you stuck down here?
Being trapped down here. I've been spending the past few days trying to dig my way out through this caved-in wall. You
Well,
see, you remember there was rubble kind of on the outside,
Yeah.
and it's collapsed in here, so he's been trying to...
you could maybe just use the stairs.
Well, now that the stairs are here, yes, that's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were not stairs
Good
here
news,
previously,
kid.
so
You're free to go.
he's like, that is awesome.
What's your name sent us?
Cool.
The,
I just...
the lady
Elder
from the-
Lunara.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I want out of here. This is the worst.
I believe it.
Yeah,
looks
that was so
pretty sucky down here.
Yeah,
Not the
yeah,
best
and,
digs.
and that other Sparkrender was going to use me to power his ritual.
Oh, I killed him. He's
yeah.
dead.
Oh, yeah, he's way dead. He's like
He's
super
had problems
dead.
taken care of.
You see this? You see this? Look at it.
Yeah.
That's about all that's
Super
left.
dead.
Awesome.
It's
Well,
a weird thing to brag about. I'm just
No,
sorry.
no, I'm not bragging. I'm reassuring.
Did you? Okay. Yeah.
cool. Bye. And he like flies out of the thing.
Dope.
Like,
Dope.
Alright.
Dope.
That
Look
was
around
easy.
here. See if there's anything cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
make an
let's loot.
investigation
Yeah.
check.
Loot, loot.
11.
Nope.
Oh, guidance.
Nope. Maybe.
Could I use?
13.
Would this be investigation or could I use perception?
Investigation.
Okay, then I only get a 12.
5.
I got a 12. My little guy
Investigation.
gets a 7.
Hero.
Yeah, you guys spent a while looking around. You guys are like, there's a lot of cool stuff down here, but
I don't understand what any of this is.
It's
Yeah.
cool, but we don't notice what it is.
Bunch of junk.
Nobody has any funky, like, always on detect magic abilities or anything, do they?
No.
No.
But I could cast Detect Magic. I take 10 minutes and I cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
No, now that Dragon's gone, the people of the island should probably try to like make something of this place. It's pretty cool.
Sure. With
Maybe apartments for all those little kobolds. They're
Yeah.
not all like
Sure,
stuck in one room together.
after detect magic goes off, you are led to a couple of things, and you find a glowing axe
Tony.
and a scroll.
Brooke.
It's a scroll of hold person and a +1 battle axe.
Alright.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, so
This will be great to use now that we've killed the final boss.
so
Cheers to that.
I assume
We start heading back.
Yeah, and we'll say that because this is the only.
Wait, hold on. I just remembered. There's a whole tower full of, like, kobolds still.
Oh yeah, they were sleeping, right?
Yeah. Should we do something
Tony,
about
Every
Yeah.
time you burn a
that?
stone building, I'm just like building it.
I mean, if we think it's the best move.
Wait. Real quick. I mean, I don't wanna step out of line. I don't wanna tell anyone what to do or what's gonna happen.
Oh my gosh,
It's just like, maybe they were all following Sparkrender, and I don't want to be a jerk, but the ones over here, the kobolds over here, specifically the kobolds that were over here, seemed like idiots. So if we just like tell them that Sparkrender's dead, then they might not like hurt anyone else, and then maybe we could convince them to go back to the other people, and then maybe they could have like.
So maybe Brooke can convince them because none of the rest of us are very.
Yeah, the boss is best at
Either that, or we just kind of leave them here and let them figure it out on their own, and then like see what they would do with
partial to the whole
themselves, and then at that
party.
point there are other people who can take care of it. If someone else
I
is probably-
sliced down the rope that they used to get out of the tower, so they can't get out of the tower.
Fair.
No, that really took care of itself,
We
didn't
just
it?
take the Sparkrender remains and like put it outside of the tower as like.
We already dropped it in the ocean.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we
Yeah.
dropped it in the ocean.
Unless you want to get rid of your claws.
Those are mine. Those are my trophy.
All right.
Maybe keep it in your shirt when we get over to the,
Ooh, that's a great
yeah.
idea. That is a great idea. I hide the dragon remains.
Yeah.
Bits
So
that I
we'll
have.
say that the bronze dragon flew out, excited to be outside of this room that he's been trapped in for days, and he will wait and kind of go back, leisurely flying along as you return to Dragon's Rest, where Elder Renara is waiting patiently, and she sees you returning with this bronze dragon. So she says, well, I see you were able to rescue Adrian, so how did it go?
I think it went pretty well.
Well,
I would say,
Yeah,
well,
I mean, we did the job.
And he's like, yeah, they killed Sparkrender.
Guidance. Just in case you need it.
And she's just like, oh, wow.
sorry.
Well,
No,
it's
you
not like
asked
he
to try
gave
to
us
not-
any choice.
No,
Yeah, I
she
know you
says,
asked us
well,
not to, but like,
I'll grieve the death of yet another dragon being added to the pile of graves that is Stormwreck Isle. But there's no condemnation here. I understand that sometimes there is no someone who's been in unfortunately a similar situation myself. I recognize that sometimes there is only one way out of this.
we could do like a candlelight vigil or something.
She's like, I don't care that much. Really.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sad,
cool,
but-
cool.
I mean,
If you could have convinced him otherwise, that would have been great. But
Nah.
sometimes
Yeah,
I
we give it our
If you
recognize-
best
guys
shot.
really want to redeem anyone, I have a tower full of kobolds trapped back there. No way to get out. It's up to you. You can either leave them to devour each other or do something with it. I don't really care.
And she says, well, I greatly appreciate all the work you have done in quelling the storm that was brewing here on Stormwreck Isle. And as
A little on
such,
the nose
I will
there.
give you what small rewards I can give. And she gives everybody a healing potion
Oh.
and an exquisite pearl worth 100 gold pieces a person.
Ooh.
Cool. Thanks.
That's,
Also,
something.
speaking of condemnation,
No problem,
we were actually,
lady.
that was one of the things we were talking about, building some condominiums over there. So
Sure.
maybe some nicer places for some of these kobolds to live.
Or just for visitors to the island, because this was supposed to be a vacation, and I feel like we were just running around doing all your chores all weekend. I feel very not relaxed.
I feel very
honestly.
not rested.
No.
And she says we don't really market ourselves too much as a vacation spot. So.
You are
Maybe
being
spruce up
misrepresented
those
on the
hot
mainland.
springs.
Yeah, that's literally
She's like,
what
well,
we came here for.
I live here. I don't deal with the mainland much, other than when people show up.
Well,
Cool.
you maybe should get in contact with your associates over there, because they're selling something that ain't true.
And she says,
Something
well, they're not my
stinks.
associates.
Talk
so,
to your PR guy.
we don't have one. We live on I'm a dragon on an island.
Yeah.
You got wings.
That's a beautiful metaphor.
Yeah, who's gonna protect us?
Honestly,
Are
we're
we
told
all-
this is a place that you should come to if you want to rest and get away.
Oh.
Or
Well,
seek
it is called
something.
Dragon's Rest.
Yeah.
None of you are dragons.
Oh,
I
maybe
guess
that's our
that's a fair
problem.
point. We
Maybe
did
this
put
is-
one to rest, though.
That's
Stop
my
it.
boy.
We are grieving.
I'm grieving that I didn't do it sooner.
So, that's it. That's the whole adventure.
We did it!
We have so much money that we can't use.
Got a healing potion.
So,
A
just
healing potion.
as like, I don't even have box text. This says ending the adventure, and all it says is basically I made it more investment than it provides, which is you return. She's pleased by the safe return of the wormling, gives everybody a potion of healing and a pearl. She welcomes you to stay as long as you wish and furnishes them with whatever supplies she can have in her limited list of supplies.
Hey, we didn't
which
get
she
furnished.
No furniture at all.
If Sparkrender is dead, she grieves, but doesn't condemn the characters. If your players wish to continue playing these characters, you'll have to advance them beyond this. If you want to go higher than 3rd level, we don't provide you with details on how to do that because the pre-written character sheets only go to 3rd. So, have fun making something up, is basically literally what it says. And the only other thing that you didn't get to do is if you decided to leave, then maybe he gets further along in the ritual. And then the ritual can happen, which has, let's see, Adrian is in chains, and at the end of each round of combat, a random magical effect occurs caused by the magical lights that swirl around the rotunda. These lights are manifestations of the dragon spirits he's trying to bind to himself, and there's a D10 table, and based on who's dead, provides a different benefit, such as everybody in the room gets hit points, including the player and the dragon. He must make a dexterity saving throw, or he takes fire damage. His breath weapon recharges. Each character must succeed on a dex save or take fire damage. Or Adrian and the characters gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until initiative counts 0 in the next round. And then they don't have anything if the ritual completes.
I guess you just lose?
I guess it's one of those insta game overs.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right?
The most straightforward way to prevent the ritual from happening is to just to kill him, or to disrupt the effigies. Action to lift an effigy closer to the central sculpture, breathe a prayer to the dragon it represents, or otherwise coax magic from it. Doing so immediately triggers the corresponding effect. Destroying the effigies ends it, and characters might try to manipulate the golden sculpture as a way of disrupting the ritual. Once the character's meddling isn't very effective, he can be distracted in this way again. Once he's defeated, they don't actually tell, it doesn't actually appear that the ritual has an ending.
It just goes
Like,
until
it just-
you kill him?
It goes
Until
you
you're
die?
able to stop it.
or until you stop it, yeah.
This is a bad pre-written campaign.
So we could have just
3 out of
bullied
10.
the kobolds and destroyed their little statues.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's some quips. They took time to write out 4 quips for him to throw out during the fight. You pests will not stand in my way. I will claim the might of my ancestors. Get out of here before I tire of this game and end you all. I was tired of this game. But chromatic dragons are rightful rulers of this world. Bow down to the children of Tiamat. Enough of this. This work is too important to be hindered by the likes of you. And then again, if he's able to, and he gets down to 10 hit points, he'll try to fly away. But if you guys flee, he says, yes, flee before my might, as all will flee when I claim my inheritance. Or he would have said, I swear by Eldenamir and the raging storm and the 5 heads of Tiamat, you will pay for this insult if he had to run away. But he couldn't run away because he died.
Dead people can't run away?
Nope.
Yeah, it doesn't really... That, I don't know. I feel like Lost Minds of Phandelver had a good conclusion. All this build up of the spider. Who's the spider? And it kind of has an encounter and an ending. And this is just there's a dragon, which is ooh, spooky dragon, right? Because dragon is scary at low levels. And that was a decent
It was
fight.
tight. Yeah, it was tight.
I mean, had the other
I was at
kobolds
2
came into the
points.
room, that could have added a lot more to it. Which there's no reason I guess they couldn't have, but there wasn't much time for that to really happen. And yeah, it doesn't really have a great end. And then like the next page is literally like the 2 magic items and then like
See, now
what kind of creatures there are.
we were speculating that like you know how like, you were saying that this is like a like an intro for like to bring new people in, and we're like it doesn't seem like it's a good one for like players.
Yeah.
How is it like and based on what you're saying, it's not well written necessarily for a new DM either. What's
so
that
again,
like on that side?
the intention is that in most situations that you use purely the box set. So there are pre-written character sheets that explain your character's motivation to be here. It explains how to level up your character, and it is, you know, like a wizard, a cleric, a fighter, and I forget something else, right? So you hand out your up to 5 pre-written character sheets, and it tells you, here's your character's backstory, and here is why they're here. And that's the only thing that this didn't have when you allow people to make their own characters, is like a really built into the story means for why your character is here. And we talked about it a little bit, right? Like it's, you know, the cleric has the dream that's like something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I gotta go to this island to figure out what it is and stop it.
Which makes more sense.
Right.
Like given
The fighter comes to Runara in hopes that to Dragon's Rest in hope that Elder Runara can help them understand the sense of destiny that weighs on their shoulders. The character talks to Runara after having completed one or more of the adventure's quests. She encourages the character to consider whether their heroic actions might be the first manifestations of that destiny taking shape. And then she will be cryptic and say, if your destiny is not clear to you yet, I'm confident it will be soon.
So nothing.
The paladin,
Cool.
disillusioned with the corruption of Neverwinter, comes to Dragon's Rest seeking rest and resolve. Runara welcomes the character, encourages them to talk to the other humans on the island. She encourages the paladin to spend some time in the Temple of Bahamut, which I guess they didn't specifically
So it's
say.
all very vague reasons to get you here.
At the end of the adventure, she asks the paladin if they've learned anything about how to live in a world plagued with such corruption. If the character has no answers, she suggests perhaps your adventures here have shown you a way to combat evil on your own terms. Perhaps other such adventures await you. The rogue comes here in search of lost fortune supposedly secreted away on the island by a member of the Gilded Gallows. The Thieves Guild member in question is Tarek, who did in fact betray the guild. Though the story has been twisted in the retelling, Tarek's last assignment was to assassinate a traitor who was his lover. They freed to Eltergard together, but his lover was killed by another assassin. He escaped, but no treasure was involved. If the rogue asks him about it, he explains he left the life of crime and suggests perhaps it's time for the rogue to do the same. And the wizard carries a letter from a colleague about lost knowledge held in the observatory. If asked about the observatory, Runara says, many have sought the knowledge contained in that place. I can direct you there, but first you need to show me you are worthy. She promises to direct the wizard to the observatory after the characters help deal with the other problems on the island. So that's what they give like the player's motivation.
Okay.
As far as the pre-written characters go. But those characters, their backstories are the exact same backstories pretty much from Lost Mines of Phandelver. Like,
Oh, really?
Like, I think it's the Paladin this time has like the, I grew up in Mount Hope now, blah, blah, blah. You know, the volcano erupted and now I'm here.
How's the rest of the adventure like written? Like, is it understandable for a new DM?
It's
Does it give you enough
understandable,
stuff?
but I don't think a new DM should be given something that's kind of sandboxy.
Yeah.
You should be, I mean, if you're gonna have anybody be more on the rails, it should probably be the brand new people to the game, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You go from here to here, because basically
Here's
it's like,
the story, go from A to B to
Yeah.
C to D, like...
so you show up,
Yeah.
here's Dragon's Rest. It's also a really big bait and switch because they liked putting all of the characters from the classic 1980s D&D cartoon on the cover and artwork all throughout, and they have nothing to do with the adventure. Here's Presto, the magician. Here's Hank the ranger. This is Eric the cavalier here on the front. They're all throughout it, and they have nothing to do with it. They are just baited art, which is very annoying because the front cover of the book shows them fighting. The miniatures from WizKids are of those characters who are not even the pre-written characters that you play. So that was a really, like, that was stupid, kind of like a bait and switch move. So here it is. You show up, the zombies attack, you go to meet the people, right? Then you get to your place. This whole section here is just about the kobolds that have basically no importance to the story.
And they don't give us
Yeah, we
anything.
could have talked. Like we could have just skipped them altogether. We didn't have to talk to them at all.
Here's your map.
Like, if you're gonna have all
Yeah.
that detail about all the different NPCs, like, they should have, like, bits of information they're giving out, or, like, items they can give out that we can actually use on the adventures, and not just get stuff at the end. When we're not
You've
doing
got your
it.
different places. Here's your map.
Mhm.
Alright. And then it gets to the next bit. Here is kind of things that can go, the quests, right? The zombies come back if you didn't beat them. The sea caves, the shipwreck, individual quests, and then eventually here is the go to find the wormling, right? The
Yeah.
lost wormling. You have a couple of random encounters. We just didn't do the owlbear one. We did the hot springs. We did the kobolds. There's an owlbear, which basically you can just not fight if you make an animal handling check.
Cool.
And then it's like, here's the caves. But like, it's not like you need to go to the caves first, or you need to go to the shipwreck first.
No
It basically has things like this chapter assumes they come here before going to the wreck of the Compass Rose and are still level 1. It also includes simple instructions to scale up the encounter if the characters complete chapter 3. Curse shipwreck before coming here and are now level 2. Then you go to chapter 3 and it says it assumes the characters come here before going to Seagrow Caves and are still level 1. Like, it's not written that like that.
Gotcha.
Because you can go either place. And I personally don't like that. I would rather have in an intro adventure,
Mhm.
not like the world is your oyster on this tiny island that you can't leave, but like, please don't look over here where this observatory is, which is a very clearly noticeable landmark if you actually write it and look about it that way. Because don't go over there because you'll die.
Yeah.
Also, the dragon lady won't tell you about it until you're level 3, because then you're a reasonable way to fight the final boss. So I kind of pushed you more towards the caves because it leads to you getting healing potions. So that when you continue on the adventure, you have healing potions.
Which was great. We needed those.
Because you
Definitely would've been
wouldn't
dead.
have those if you went... So you could have gone to the shipwreck first. You're fighting the harpy. You're dealing with all the zombies with no means to heal yourself other than what you brought. And also potentially you were level 1 if you go there first.
Yeah.
With 2 spells on any healing class, if that.
12 HP.
Right,
Or
exactly.
however,
With
yeah.
multiple zombies and then again a harpy. And mind you, we all did different methods of determining ability scores, so some were stronger than others. You would be using standard array on the pre-written character sheets.
Okay.
So some of these would be very different situations.
Yeah.
A DC 12 dexterity saving throw from that dragon would be pretty much almost impossible without a high roll for half of the party, right?
Mhm.
The rogue would be able to do it, and I guess, yeah, the rogue. Because you have a cleric, fighter, paladin who all will have armor and
Yeah.
garbage dexterity.
Mhm.
The rogue, maybe the wizard, right? So, I personally, it's also very short.
Mhm.
It has one kind of like hook, which is like, you know, there's that whole thing with like the sulfurous area underground. They're like, maybe they go and investigate that if you want to have something a little bit further. They don't give you any other information. The only thing they tell you is that like those monsters were from the plane of fire. And like because the red dragon was supposedly dead and trapped under the island, that it's like allowing elemental fire plane creatures to seep through underground, make their way up, and that's what led to the poisonous gas and all the other things. But that's all they say is like, maybe if you need something to continue the adventure, I don't know, consider something about going underground in a volcano, maybe elemental plane of fire.
So it seems
Maybe.
like it's just like a
Maybe.
vague
If you
thing
feel
that
like
for a new
it.
DM is like, hey, if you want to fill this in, you can.
If your players wish to continue playing their characters, you can use the contents of this set to create your own adventures. The Exploring the Island section of Chapter 1, which is the random encounters, offers additional encounters you can use if the characters haven't already faced them. Perhaps Sparkrender or a relative of his pursues the characters in search of revenge, or perhaps something uncovered in the secret library leads the characters to a distant locale in pursuit of more adventure. If you want to advance these characters beyond level 3 and create adventures for them, you'll need the basic rules online or the advanced rulebooks, Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, and Monster Manual. And then again, it rolls into the magic items, which are a Boots of Elvenkind, an Elixir of Health, Healing Potion, Potion of Resistance, and a +1 weapon, which happens to be a battle axe as written in the adventure. could obviously change that. Then you just have generic stuff about monsters, and then you're literally into monster stat blocks, right?
Alright.
Which you have the Blue Dragon Wormling, which is the same. Runara has nothing different, but they decided to give her her own named stat block, but everything is the same.
Cool.
The only thing unique was the Fume Drake, which I did like.
Yeah, that was
I thought that was cool. Something a little bit different. And then everything else. Oh, Sinessa, the Myconid kind of like leader, is a unique stat block. And the Spore Servant Octopus, which is basically just taking the Spore Servant, I think, which may be a template in the DMG or the Monster Manual for Myconids, and just applying it to the Octopus.
So yeah, so overall, not great.
No, it's $20. It's available at Target. So like, I guess the potential is that like maybe it's got a big flashy blue dragon on the front cover, though Lost Mines of Fandor has a green dragon on the front cover. So
Money grab.
my thoughts are like,
Calling you out, wizards.
you're walking through Target in the toy aisle or the board game section, either with your kids or you're looking at board games, and you go, oh, cool, D&D. I've never got a chance to play that. Oh, a starter set. Cool. There's 2 dragons fighting on the front cover. That sounds awesome. I'm going to pick this up for $20, and maybe I'll try to learn how to do it. And again, if you've never played anything else, and this is a brand new thing to you, maybe this is cool. But I would still say, the Essentials kit, I think, is also not great, because it is also basically like, go where you want. There's a bunch of things you can do. Here's like a quest board. Whatever order they do or not, they can go on. And I feel like Lost Mines of Phandelver, while it does have multiple quests that can happen in the town of Phandalin, it is still, I think, you still kind of have a story and a progression. It also, I think, does a better job of being D&D, right? There is a dragon. There's there's a couple of dungeons. There's some spooky stuff. There's a town thing where there's ruffians, and there's like people of different factions that could loop you into like, hey, do you want to join this faction? Maybe not. You have a progression of like, hey, if you save the people who sent you on this adventure, maybe you can rescue them because they're friends of yours, and you have an investment in the story, and then like eventually they will pay you out from the mine that they restore, which can make magic items, and there's unique, cool magic items in this. Like, just a much. Maybe there's nostalgia there. I don't know, but I think it's just handled better. And there's also a reason that they're developing that into a full-blown campaign next year, and this is not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. As far as a first-time game for, maybe I would say this would be a good first D&D experience for like younger teenagers, like 13, 14. Go here, fight this thing. Go here, fight this thing. Go here, fight this thing, and then
it's
you're
not
done.
as bogged down with.
Yeah, but it also
Maybe
doesn't,
should.
like, my complaint about it as an adult is it doesn't seem to have enough of what a lot of people think is the most fun part about D&D, which is like the role-playing stuff, and talking your ways out of situations, and being silly, and
Getting
going to
into
bars,
hijinks.
and like, there are no hijinks to get on the island, because it's all just like boring kobolds or people who don't, like,
Interact really
we're
well
just
with
like, I just like not up for shit. They're just like, we are old people who our old lives is down, and we just want to be quiet.
Yeah, I couldn't even steal the
Pretty much.
banners
Still-
without people
Yeah,
giving me
so
guff.
it's
that.
just
The other part is there's not a lot of people here.
yeah.
So
That's
it's not-
what, and when you were saying that
Exactly.
encourages them to go talk to the other humans, I'm like, all 2 of them?
Yep.
Like,
Correct.
A whole world at
That's
your
all I got.
fingertips
Up
of
to-
2 people.
Yeah,
Individuals.
it's not. I don't know. It just. I was excited because I thought we were gonna. Like, this looks epic. right?
Yeah,
Like
it's
that. I
cool.
assume is the battle between like Runara
Yeah.
and the other guy, like these
Yeah.
big dragons. But I thought, like, again, foolish me, when you see the art and you see like characters that you recognize from the cartoon on it, you're like, oh man, maybe this is like. Maybe we're finally going to help them get home, right? They've been trapped in the world of Dungeons and Dragons since the 80s, and they could never get home. And that was their whole adventures. They wanted to get home. And, like, they fight Tiamat in the first episode. It's a whole bunch of crazy nonsense, and they never get home. Maybe they do at the end. They kind of wrapped it up quickly, and they didn't get to do the story they wanted to. But I was like, maybe we do it, right? Like, that, I'd be like, that's so cool. And I was so jazzed. Like, then I was like, it's level 1 to 3. Okay, like maybe they're like mentor people that teach you how to be who you are, you know, and then like, oh, then they're like, oh, we're from a, like little cheeky nods, Easter egg bits to it, and then like not even a mention.
No.
And I was like, that really does feel like a nostalgia bait and switch cash grab, and to me.
Calling you out, wizards.
Yeah.
Do better.
So,
Your fans demand.
more importantly, I have one of the only interesting bits of content that was found in that adventure calendar, and that is this guy, the D&D Party Challenge.
What?
Whoa!
So,
Let's do it.
welcome to the D&D Party Challenge. Whether you're gathering with friends or hanging out remotely, this 3-part set of games, we're probably not only going to do all 3 because the middle one's charades. Maybe, who knows. Set of games will test your friends' wit and knowledge of the Forgotten Realms, because this is how D&D works. Select a judge, which I'll act as the judge, to administer activity prompts. The judge will tally points for the players on a separate piece of paper. If you're feeling generous, you might consider using one of the mementos you've discovered in this thing as a prize. Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
The prize!
Yeah.
grand
Ask the players.
There's the
These-
coffee
so-
sleeve right there.
Oh yeah,
and
the
the
coffee
coffee
sleeve.
Part
These
one.
are our grand prizes.
Do I need to write anything? Is this verbal response?
Well, let me read.
Okay.
Part one is trivia.
Oh.
Ask players these questions verbally and have them write down answers on a separate piece of paper. Spelling does not count. If players are stumped, it's okay if they don't write anything down. Feel free to repeat questions if players need to hear them again. At the end of the game, check the players' answer sheets to tally their point total. So, I have 10 questions worth a total of 55 points.
Hell yeah.
So, let me know when everybody's ready. We'll go down the line. We'll ask the question, and then at the end, I'll go through and I'll let you guys self-total your own points here.
Dope.
All right.
Ready.
Wait, I'm not.
Some of them are ridiculous, but
I do so badly.
Same.
that's okay. This first one is it's like, who is the trivia for? Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
How many sides are there on the most famous die used to play D&D?
I'm
Crushing it.
All right. Question 2. How many eyes does a beholder have?
think.
All right. Lock in your answers. We're moving to the next question. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Copper dragons have which 2 breath weapons? You should know this, Celine.
I should know this.
All right. Question 4. The magic missile spell belongs to which school of magic? All right. Question number 5. The Yawning Portal Tavern is in which city?
Ooh.
They went real hard on some other knowledge here as we go on. All right. Okay. Question number 6. Whom do the drow elves of Menzo Baranzan worship? I heard those key taps
Yes.
very specifically.
You guys,
I don't know the
put your
D&D.
pencils down right now.
Well, yeah, you're gonna get the next
Pencil's
couple.
already down.
Here we go. Question 7. I hope this is knowledge of the Forgotten Realms, and in that there is one character who reigns supreme. So, what are the name of Drizzt 2 scimitars? I will give you half credit if you can get one of the names. I hope you know your Drizzt knowledge.
I
Because
don't
number
know.
8. What is the name of Wolfgar's Warhammer?
Oh.
I have no idea. I'm all of this is bad.
All right, number 9. Who is the patron goddess of magic? And number 10. Name all 5 of the kids who are the main characters in the 1980s Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. I gave you 3 of them by accident, not remembering that was a thing.
It's okay. I don't remember.
I don't know
a
word
word
you
you said.
I just wrote nope.
Okay.
So 5 of them I wrote IDK.
Okay.
3 of them I just left blank.
So, we
I
will
know
go
all
through
2.
and total the points. Number 1,
Yeah.
20.
Got it.
Got it.
That's for
Wow.
1
Oh,
point.
I wasn't sure, but
That is for 1 point.
Ooh,
Oh, right.
okay.
The number of eyes that a beholder has.
Yeah.
11.
Ah, I was close. I put 13. I was trying to remember because I made the model
I was at 7.
recently, so I was like trying to remember how many eyes
that is
I
I
right.
said 8. I don't know.
Anybody
I
get
was
that one?
thinking
One
spiders,
off.
I guess.
That was for 2 points, so it sounds like nobody got that.
Mm-hmm.
The breath weapons of a copper dragon are acid and slowing breath. That is for 3 points.
So that's 4 total.
Okay.
The magic missile spell is of the evocation school of magic.
Got it.
That is for 4 points.
I actually got that one.
8.
The Yawning Portal Tavern is found in the city of Waterdeep.
Uh-huh.
That is for 5 points.
Did not get that.
The Drow of Menzoberranzan worship Lolth.
Yep.
That is for 6 points.
That was 19.
The Scimitars of Driz Do'Urden are Twinkle and Icing Death.
Yep.
That is for 7 points.
So that's 13 plus 7 is 20.
Wolfgar's Warhammer is Aegis Fang.
Yep.
That is for 8 points.
I put Tempest.
This is a very good guess.
The patron goddess of magic is Mistra.
I got that one.
right.
That is 9 points. And the 5 kids in the D&D cartoon are Hank, Presto, Diana, Sheila, and Bobby. That was for 10 points.
It's very fantasy names there.
Bobby.
Bobby the
Dang it,
Barbarian, Sheila the Thief, Diana the Acrobat, Presto the Magician. Really? You would... Hank the Ranger... And all good old friend wizards forgot that there are 6 kids and Eric the Cavalier is left out of their own product.
Wow.
Wizards.
This guy, right here on the front cover of the freaking book. Eric the Cavalier. Now listen, he was a whiny bitch and nobody liked him.
But
But
he's in the cartoon.
it says
goddammit.
name all 5, and there are 6
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
Okay.
So I got 37 points.
I got 17.
So you are
I
winning,
got
Sean.
5.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what?
Nerd.
You know what's kind of funny is at this point your mom might get the 3 Drizzt ones: Lolth, Twinkle Death, 6, 7, and 8.
Did she read the book?
Yeah,
Oh, she
she
actually did.
listened to the audiobooks, which is funny because like 3 years ago I got her dad these like the Drizzt books because he loves books. And then like a year and a half later, Celine's mom was like, do you have any book recommendations? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I like these. No, not those. R.A. Salvatore has some fun D&D books if you want. Not expecting her to show up or to like actually do it. And then like 2 times later when we played D&D, she brought up like a Wolfgar reference, and I was like, oh yeah, like Wolfgar.
That's funny.
Nice.
All
All right.
I'm skipping charades because
Fair.
they're dumb.
Oh, okay.
So part 3 is the name game. Assign numbers to the players. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I will pick a letter, and then going in numerical order, players will name characters, creatures, items, etc. within the Forgotten Realms or D&D that begin with that letter. For example, if I were to say B, you could say Beholder, you could say Bard, you could say Bag of Devouring, and so on.
So we just have to say something that belongs in D&D
Something
world.
D&D related that is
Can we
tied
use
to...
our character names?
I'm going to say that's unfair to these 2, unless you're using these 4 characters here.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to say, to keep it fair, we'll just go generic D&D.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Okay.
Once all players have had their turn, I will pick a new letter. We will repeat the process. If a player gets stumped, they are eliminated. If an elimination occurs, the judge will pick a new letter and restart the process, continuing eliminating players until only 1 remains. Players are awarded points based on the order in which they are eliminated. So in this instance, the first elimination, it gets 1 point, 2, 3, 4. And then realistically, Sean will likely end up winning. It sounds like just because of the sheer number, but this is a fun game. So, C.
Cloak of displacement.
Copper pieces.
Cat.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's
a familiar.
It's a familiar.
It's a familiar.
Yeah.
Constitution.
All right, nice.
Ooh. Cloaker.
Good. Nice.
Oof.
Charisma.
Nice. Ash. All right, that's
I had cockatrice.
all right. That is
I need to pull out
an
later.
We will start over with a new letter. We'll start with you, Mike. F.
Fighter.
Forgotten Realms.
Nice.
Faerun.
Fairy.
Oh. Flumph.
Fireball.
These games. My mind always goes blank.
Yeah, it's when you're on a timer.
Yeah, we'll just go with blank.
All right, that's two. All right, that's you two. Sean, we're starting with you.
Yes, we are.
H.
H. Harangon.
Fair. It's a rabbit. Race.
Hood. Like hooded cloak. You know what I mean?
I'll allow it.
I feel like that's a thing.
I'll allow it.
Nice.
It's a stretch. Ah, it's a thing. It's fine. I'll allow it.
Ooh. Hexagon.
Fair.
Question. Mechanics work?
D&D.
Hide. Like the hide action, right?
Sure. I'll allow it. Yeah.
Cool.
Good one. Good one.
Highwayman.
Homunculus.
No, nice. Nice.
Set it on check.
She was ready.
Hippogriff.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
H. Hold on. H is hard.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to use like our in-world games, but it's Faerun, not Everin, so I can't. Because I'd say Hank.
That's fair.
Hank can get the fuck out, okay?
Right. Healing potion.
Yep.
Ooh.
Great. Nice pull.
Ooh.
Took me a second.
Healing word.
Oh, nice. The facial movements are my favorite.
I know I'm running out of time.
I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I can't come up with something.
Hoplite.
There you go. Everything I kept trying to come up, like I kept trying to think of things that had like the word hit. I was like, hidden script. No, that's necessary.
Should have just gone with the heal spell. Continue.
Oh yeah, heal.
Hit points.
Oh, Hero's Feast.
Yeah.
As soon as the pressure's off.
As soon as the pressure's off, I can come
coming
up with
right
something.
out.
the
1,
problem.
2, 3.
It's like,
Dang.
When you put
All
on the
right.
spot, it's
Yeah.
Congrats,
always
Sean.
like,
You have
cool.
successfully beat the D&D
Here are your
party.
prizes. You get a pencil and a coffee cozy.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Thanks, guys.
You did it.
I'm gonna bring this to work. Yeah. I'm
Right?
gonna bring it to work and then just like give it to Pat, like just slide it on Pat Larkin's drink and slide it across.
Do it.
Oh my god, you
That'd be funny.
That'd be fun.
So,
I'm holding you to that one.
anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I guess just... I feel like we kind of beat it to death. But anybody else have any thoughts about... like I said, I didn't change much. I wanted to try to preserve as much of the authentic experience as possible with this adventure, so I didn't really add anything.
Mhm.
Other than the only thing that was different is everybody made their own characters and you rolled your own stats. So that's why there was... I also feel like a great hook in a D&D thing is magic items or something even vaguely magical early on to kind of like get you that sort of collector game player hook to be like, hey, whoa, what? That's so cool you got this thing. And even if we're just talking like a common magic item. There are
Yeah.
some really cool common magic items that are just like a fun thing. Like we kind of did that with the trinkets, but
Yeah.
that's like a me thing, which is
Yeah.
something different, right? That is something that we added to it. But I don't know, any other comments, thoughts, things you want to talk about how you felt about this?
It just kind of irked me that you just kept finding so much like loot and gold and
And
just
nothing
had
to do with
nowhere
it.
to
Yeah.
use it. Like should have
Yeah.
like had at least one like little shop or something.
Or a traveling like boat
yeah, like
salesman
maybe
who
yeah,
comes in.
something.
and-
Where,
You know?
that's another thing I like.
They got a list of kobolds. Like even one of the kobolds runs a shop.
Yeah.
With
Or like
Like
that you
little
can go
things.
and like each of them, like you said, there was like a tinkerer. There was like if each of them had like kind of like a proficient or something
Something they
like
could
that,
do.
like something you
They
could
could've,
barter with them or buy something
Yeah.
from them. Like they have their own like hobby things that they
There were a
can
bunch
do.
of crashed ships. They could have collected debris or cool
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah,
from.
all kinds.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff they bartered off of
magic
pilgrims.
stuff.
Yeah.
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 The only thing it had was combats.
yeah.
It was mostly combat, yeah. There was
Just
not
like
Yeah.
combats and
Very
then ways
combat
to
heavy.
direct you to go to the next combat.
Yeah.
there was
I
not
like
much.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't much in the
Fun
way
interactions.
of because there's not a lot of people, right? The kobolds.
There was
Well,
nothing
have
to make
much.
you
They're all
invested
one-
in
Yeah, I
what
mean,
was happening.
no one
Yes.
cares about any of the characters on this
No.
island.
They could all like just suddenly combust after we left, and I'd just be like,
Like those that they
Nothing
died.
changes,
Like,
right?
They could have all
Wow.
combusted when we got back from that last mission. It was just like
Yeah.
everyone here died while you were gone. We would have been like,
"No,
Well, that's
that's a
sad.
do we
shame."
still have a? Is there still a way to get off?
Do we have a
Can
boat
we leave?
still?
Full time
Oh,
double
still
in
there?
our
Okay.
casino resort.
Well, that's and that's I feel like there are
We flip this island.
there are
Because-
memorable characters in Lost Mines of Phandelver. There are
Mhm.
and like characters that you could like, and they like have enough of a personality that you could build them out to be something more if you so chose, and that like characters could get invested in. Like, hey, Barthen, I want to build out your provision thing, and I want to make you like you should be bigger than you are, and we're gonna help you get there, right? Or I like, hey, Sister Gariel, I really love your work you do with Timor. I'm gonna invest in Timor. I'm gonna go do this thing. Or Ida, your apple pies are so great. We should make them like a thing.
Oh, man, so
You know what I mean? Like we could do all of these
Yeah.
cool things, build out these characters, make something more of it. And here it's just like, well, there's the guy who was a rogue whose wife died and super tragic, which he will likely never talk about unless you were like, hey,
There's a lot of prying that has to go in
Yeah,
before
to
you
get
get
this
that
stuff
Yeah,
out of
and I don't care that much about him to pry.
Exactly.
It's just like, okay, you're a little mysterious, but
Weird.
whatever.
Like, for
you gave me food, I'm leaving. Bye.
Like for something that's
Cool
supposed to be
thing,
like
see
an
ya.
intro for newbies to like bring into D&D, I feel like the only way to make this like interesting or fun or good is to have an experienced DM flesh it out.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I
then
mean?
it
Or like
defeats
add
its
their
own
own things
purpose.
and then it defeats its own purpose.
Yeah.
That's why, like I said, it does say right on here
Yeah.
12 plus, which is 1 year younger
Then
than the
usually-
base D&D game, which is supposed to be 13 plus.
That's yeah.
Ooh.
So I guess if this was run by a bunch of
talking
12-year-olds,
preteen.
handed this to a bunch of 12-year-olds, this seems more
Yeah.
like the speed and maybe like the
Yeah.
mental capacity of a 12-year-old.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like, oh, we can go here and we can fight these things.
Definitely for more of a younger crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And
it
a
kind
younger
of
crowd.
it
Experienced
rings to
D&D players
me
would
very
like it.
similar to the Stranger Things box set, which has nothing to do with Stranger Things.
Really?
Not at all. Other than that, you fight the Demogorgon, the Stranger Things version of the Demogorgon, and there is a Thessal Hydra. But it's like Mike's campaign
Oh,
in
that
the
keeps
game.
running.
It's not has no connection to Stranger Things in any way.
Gotcha.
Which we also felt when I ran that several years ago that was a huge waste of an opportunity.
Yeah.
Like I think the only one that has more connections to its source-based material is the Rick and Morty starter
Of
set,
course it was.
which has like a were pickle or some nonsense I forget. But like it is still primarily mostly just D&D, but like that's like their starter set thing. And also what's is unfortunate is cuz like Lost Mines of Phandelver, like the box set that exists, like those are going away forever.
Really?
Like it's free on D&D Beyond. You can get it for free.
Oh, okay.
Anybody can download Lost Mines of Phandelver for free, which do that and play that instead.
It's great.
Uh,
Save you $20.
A lot
Yeah.
better.
So you have to just sign up for a D&D Beyond account and you can get that for free. But like this is now it is titled Starter Set Dragons of Stormwreck Isle to differentiate it from the other starter sets that are out there. but I haven't seen Lost Mines of Phandelver on shelves where I had seen it before, and this is now in place with it next to it with the Essentials kit.
Gotcha.
So I do believe its purpose is to remove that, but also they're fleshing out Lost Mines of Phandelver into a full-blown campaign coming out in like the fall of next year. So I assume that that's why.
Yeah. Makes
Now I don't
sense.
know if the campaign is going to be the first 5 levels are Lost Mines of Phandelver and then things happen,
Yeah.
or if it's something totally new, or how that's going to work.
That's
We
just
don't really
based in
know
that
at this
town.
point.
Love me some Phandalin.
So
Good times.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what did you guys get Carp to do? Was he stabbing trees or something? Do you remember?
Wait,
Yeah, he was practicing his fencing.
Yes!
I gave him
Oh,
a
the
rapier.
kid! Yes,
you gave him
yes.
Rapier.
Satan gave him a rapier
Mhm.
And
because
then
he
he
had a
gave-
spare.
Him the rock.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was working on his fencing.
Cool. That was it.
Yeah.
Good times.
yeah, it has memorable NPCs that you can make as memorable as you like or not.
Mm.
And there's a breadth of them, because you could be like, you know what, I don't really like this character, so like screw you, and I'm not going to talk to you. And it like there are still other people you can go talk to, right?
Yeah.
You
It's
might
not
not
just
like,
2 characters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you have you have the concept of possibly rescuing a character from the cave that you can bring back, that you can then introduce into the city. You can try to like do the whole usurp the kind of defunct, kind of pointless mayor character. Yeah, there's just so much more things you can
Yeah.
do in the town, and the town is active and lively, and can be more so, right? If you were to rescue all of the brothers or whoever's left, you know.
And I also feel like Lost Mines of Phandelver has like missions that kind of hit all the different fun D&D things. Like there are some that are going to be more role play ones. There are going to be ones that are more combat ones. Like you said, they have dungeons that you like dungeon crawls to an extent. Like
Yeah, the last mission is basically a dungeon. crawl
Yeah,
into
like-
the way,
like,
into the mine, the way by the cave.
you get all the little highlights of what D&D is in it, and I feel like this one was lacking that.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, Lost Mines of Phandelver has great items too.
Yeah.
And like even just like simple flavorful items like the +1 sword that has an eagle hilt that like screams like an eagle when you get a natural 20. That's cool. That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Or like the breastplate and the mace are unique magic items that exist only in that adventure. The staff of defense, right?
Yeah.
The glass staff, right?
Mhm,
That's a whole
mhm.
very cool, unique things.
Yeah.
And this has a +1 weapon and boots of Elvenkind. And they're not even like unique boots of Elvenkind. They are just
They don't
The
even
basic,
scream
it's
like
the
an
basic
eagle. when you
items
get a
from the
crit.
book.
that's what I'm
Yep.
saying, right? But like
CM's
you could have
book,
thrown, I don't know, one of the lanterns, the horn of silent alarm, the hat that lets you pull rats out of it that are just
Yeah.
like a freebie, like
Out
stupid
of
stuff.
vermin.
Yeah, that would have been like
I
a
had
fun,
vermin.
you know, I don't know, just something, you know, give everybody a common magic item that they can find, especially if you're going to use the pre-written things, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just bums me out because it had the potential to be something really cool. You put dragons in the title, you feel like it's gonna be like suffused with all this dragony things. It's like there's some kobolds.
It's just set dressing.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
It's just it could have been anything, right? It could have been goblins. It could have just been people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gnomes, halflings, whatever. And that doesn't really impact the story at all.
Mm.
Yeah, it just like I said, it's a bummer. Yeah. Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. 4 episodes. Took us about 12 hours. Probably could have been faster if we were a little more streamlined in how things went. And again, there's not really that much here. And it's kind of a bummer. Yeah, 1 to 3 though. That's dumb. 3-level campaigns. That's not even a campaign. And
Get out.
they did that with Spelljammers. Spelljammers 5 to 8. Like, what is this? What is this 3-level campaign nonsense? Do you just not care enough for the
What am I supposed
adventure
to do with
anymore?
that?
I feel like what would make worth buying this is again like someone who's like has experience with D&D already and is just using this as like something to like a jump off point where most of the work is kind of already done and then they can go in and fill in to make it better.
Yeah, I would
it's not
like.
even great for that.
Yeah.
You know, there's like better uses. There's like better things out there to do that.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Dragons of Stormwreck Isle could have been a cool thing to drop into an existing Sword Coast adventure. it also would have been better because, like I said, it's literally within sight lines off the edge of the Sword Coast, and no one's ever heard of it until this adventure that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which could have been a really cool storyline. Like all of a sudden,
This island
This
appears.
island appears,
Yeah.
and like, whoa,
There's
what's
a
that
mystery
island?
to it. That thing
That's-
gives you a hook
Yeah,
to get you there.
It's basically
like,
Brick of fucking
Yeah.
Dune.
Yeah, Brigadoon Island.
But it's not.
But no! Alright.
All right. Yeah, those are my feelings.
So
Sweet.
thank you all for coming along on this journey with us,
Mhm.
for seeing Dragons of Stormwreck Isle in its entirety. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Have you played it? Are you going to now? I would. Maybe you know what? Maybe you have some great way, and I wouldn't give it long before Reddit comes up with a much better version of this,
Fair.
where they just take it and reboot it and like this is the way to handle it,
Right.
and it'll be free on the internet because that's how things work.
We played the vanilla version, so you don't have to.
That's an accurate statement. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you.
Thanks, gang. Catch you later.